Welcome to Keep It Off. Today we got a quick one for you. Breakfast burritos. Shout out to Exercise4CheatMeals. He released a video on these breakfast burritos. This is not technically a review because we're not doing it exactly step by step how he did it. However, we are using the main formula and the main techniques that he used. So shout out to him. I appreciate you. My name is Tommy and I'm on my own weight loss journey. I've lost well over 200 pounds and I'm still not at my goal. So if you're into videos just like this where we review recipes, where we go over dieting lifestyle tips and go into the psychological side to dieting, then please subscribe to Keep It Off because we got a whole lot more for you. Let's go.
Be strong.
We're going to be using 97% fat-free turkey bacon. We're going to be using Colby Jack cheese. This one is only 40 calories per slice. So this one is pretty nice. Better than the fat-free cheese because while that's 30 calories per slice, this is going to pack a whole lot more flavor. We're going to be using some pico de gallo. This one is a medium salsa. We're going to be using egg beaters, and these are Southwest style, so they come with some peppers in there. They're basically egg whites, but they're flavored a little bit different. So they kind of look like eggs that have fat in it, but there is no fat in these eggs. And then we're going to be using carb counter. These are like a tortilla. These only have 5 net carbs a piece, and they have, I believe, 11 grams of fiber. 50 calories per tortilla. All right, so first thing you want to do is lay out your parchment paper, get your tortillas on there, throw your cheese right there in the middle, and then kind of set that aside and have that ready to go, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, so next thing you wanna do is make sure that the air fryer is preheated to 360 degrees, and then you're gonna wanna spread your turkey bacon out, and it's nice when it's preheated because it's gonna cook that much better. You don't want them to really touch too much. So next you're gonna want your air fryer on 360 degrees. And you're only gonna do it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you're gonna flip and then rinse and repeat. Now while that's going for those 5 minutes, all right, so for this recipe, I'm using 1 cup of the egg beaters. If you look here, you'll see that it has peppers already in it. And then we're gonna put some onion powder, some garlic powder, some salt, and some pepper. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to throw the pico de gallo in there because I feel like it's a lot of flavor for not too much calories. And we're just gonna put 4 tablespoons and then mix that up, and we've got our eggs. All right, once your pan is nice and hot, you're gonna spray it with some nonstick and then pour that in. You're not gonna let it sit too long because you want the scrambled egg effect. You want to move it around. You don't want to let it sit too long. You don't want it sticking. I don't like runny eggs. As you can see, there's a lot of tomato in here with the pico de gallo. There's onions, peppers. All right, we're gonna take a second. We're gonna take that off the flame because we gotta flip our bacon. All right, so we gotta just flip our bacon. It is already looking kind of crispy, which is good. And let's go for another 5 minutes. And we're gonna go 360 for another 5 minutes. Get these back on the flame. You're gonna split this portion in half. Put them on your burritos. If you guys see here, this is not good. These burritos are not gonna be tiny. These burritos are gonna be hefty. All right, so as you can see, we're kind of like in a holding pattern. We have about another minute left. So it's 5 minutes on each side for the bacon. This comes together very quickly. So maybe 15 minutes all in, and you can have yourself 2 heavy breakfast burritos for sub 200 calories each, I believe. We're gonna go over the numbers shortly. Less than a minute to go. Our bacon is done. We gotta chop it up. It comes out pretty crispy in the air fryer, which is nice. And now what you're gonna wanna do is cut your bacon up into small bite-sized pieces. This way you get a little bit in every bite. And then you just wrap up your burritos and your meal prep is done. Now we've got 2 breakfast burritos all done. Last step before we eat them, you gotta throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds just to warm everything up, get the cheese hot, and kind of melt everything together. Before we dive in and give it the taste test, let's talk some numbers. For each burrito, you're only looking at 193 calories. And with that, you're getting almost 23 grams of protein. And that's with 13 grams of fiber if you use the ingredients that I use. For a quick and easy meal, instead of grabbing a protein bar and running out the door, I think that this is definitely gonna satiate you much more. You could even do the 2 at a time for 380 calories, and that's a great breakfast. Super filling, that's gonna sustain you through lunch. So I cracked one open so you guys could see the inside of it, and you guys can see all the bacon and all that going on. Let's see how good it tastes. 2 thumbs up. It is a winner. For 193 calories, I definitely could see myself eating more of these going forward. And the thing about burritos is that you can switch it up. You know, you can add some avocado to it or something else. Great thing about burritos is you can add other things to it. I have this guacamole salsa, and for half a serving is only 25 calories. This would probably elevate it to the next level when it comes to flavor. So these are all good thoughts to have. When being in a dieting lifestyle, you have to know how to mix it up and be able to pivot while maintaining and staying inside of that diet. So if you're trying, whatever your calorie goal is, whether you're maintaining or trying to be in a deficit, you got to be able to have different ideas and different tips on how to mix it up, so that way you can continue to achieve your goal or maintain the goal that you've already reached. Less than 200 calories, 193, 2 thumbs up. Great job, Nick. I'm gonna put a link to his channel down in the description. So if you like videos just like this, getting inspiration for our own recipes, or doing recipe reviews, doing dieting lifestyle tips, or touching on the psychological side to dieting, please subscribe to Keep It All. And remember, get it all and keep it all. Peace.
Be strong.